Well, hello there. Today, we're going to go to Galaxy's Edge in Disneyland to build the ancient weapon of the Jedi. Let's go. At the time of filming, this was my first visit to Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge. And we, Jessica, Audrey, and I, headed straight there after rope drop on the first morning of our visit. Heading to Galaxy's Edge as soon as that there rope drops. I was in awe and enamored with all of the attention to detail in and around the Galaxy's Edge section of the park. How immersive, huh?
I don't even know what I'm thinking right now.
Look at that.
Look at that.
If you've followed Jedi TV or my other channel for any length of time, then you know that Jessica and I have spent quite a bit of time at both Disneyland and Disney's California Adventure Park. But at the time of filming this adventure, neither of us had been to the parks since 2019. So since our last visit, Disneyland had completed the building of Galaxy's Edge. The first thing we did was to check out the new rides in Galaxy's Edge, which currently consists of Smuggler's Run, and the ride that has taken over as my #1 favorite ride in the park, Rise of the Resistance. The detail and level of immersion on both of these new rides, especially Rise, is nothing short of incredible.
You will tell me the location of the secret base, and then I will destroy you and the Resistance.
If I find that I can get a decent edit from the footage I shot on these rides, I'd like to bring you all the full experience of both here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. But today, it's all about finding Savi's hidden workshop and getting in and building one of those exclusive lightsabers before being discovered by any First Order stormtroopers.
Routine patrol, no need to worry. Unless you know something about the Resistance.
Once at Savi's, you select your base lightsaber build from 4 different themes, with each theme having parts to customize the lightsaber in several different ways. And you'll see those choices create a problem for more than just me during the build. So after reading about each of those themes, I chose the Path of Protection and Defense because the description, hilt materials, bear mysterious motifs and inscriptions that reconnect users with the ancient wellspring of the Force resonated with me. Each kit also came with a pin indicating your selection. So then there was just the small matter of squaring up. It is, after all, Disneyland. The cost for this little side adventure at the time of recording was $249.99 plus tax. Now it's time for the full immersive experience of being whisked away by the gatherers to a hidden workshop on the planet Batu. I'm all ready.
Yep, they're all ready to go, so when you're ready.
All right, no troopers. Let's hurry on, we're at this light.
Don't worry, I'll secure the doors.
Right this way, quickly inside, everyone. Quickly.
You're gonna make it. Welcome to the workshop.
Thank you.
Of course. You're gonna make your way down to the left. First building, your station will be right here. Welcome on in.
Who's my next builder? My next builder. Your station will be right here. Welcome on in. My final builder.
Right here. Okay. No troopers outside, so we should be good to go. Stop. Why are all the emergency lights? I'm trying to fix it right now. It's
Welcome to our workshop. First of all, I'm really sorry about rushing the 3 of you in here like that, but let's just say the First Order, they wouldn't exactly approve of what we do here. But now that you are here, take a look around. Yeah, it's a mess, we know. But this workshop and everything in here, it's our life support. But I'm getting a lot of myself. Let me introduce Sam and this is Harrison. My name is Drake, and we humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. Now you see, we gatherers, we travel across the galaxy collecting all sorts of scraps and artifacts. We visit planets like Coruscant and search the ruins of the Jedi Temple, or like the dense swamplands of death. And we do all this, well, for builders like the three of you, really. We want you to use what we're about to teach you in an uncertain future. I'm sure you may have noticed, but we're living in troubled times, Batu. The Resistance is on its last legs, heading on the ruins, and the First Order, they're turning our homes upside down trying to find them. But in times of great darkness, there's always been light. I mean, just think of Luke Skywalker. When the Empire had to hold the galaxy, he fought. And so now we have Rey, who's been trying to bring that same spark of hope back to the galaxy once again. And that's why we believe that three of you are here too, to change the galaxy just like Luke and Rey. But that's a pretty big job, so you'll probably want some help with that from the lightsaber. It's an elegant and enigmatic weapon from a much more civilized age, but it's more than that really. It's an art form, one that we gatherers are desperately trying to restore. Now the lightsaber you built today will be a reflection of you and the principles you follow. You see, the Force surrounds us and binds us to the galaxy, and the lightsaber is the conduit in which it does this. You can't do anything without a kyber crystal. Now this small crystal will be the heart of your lightsaber. It will focus and amplify the Force, expressing it into a blade. Now the color of your crystal will determine the color of your blade. We have 4 colors for you all to choose from, and believe me, that it wasn't easy, but fun story. So we'll just go over the ones we have, starting with blue. This one's been held by Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, the lesser-known Cal Kestis, and now by Rey. Next we have Greene. This one's been held by Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Luke Skywalker, and even Master Yoda himself. Violet. This one is rare and beautiful, just like the one held by Master Mace Windu. And finally, we have red. Now some say it's the crystal of power, once controlled by Azaj Ventress, Darth Maul, Darth Vader, and currently, Kylo Ren. But those were their stories. Your stories begin right now. Sam will be bringing around a canister of crystals for you to select from. Trust only in the Force, and let it guide you as you choose the crystal that calls out to you. They say the Force works in mysterious ways, so there are no wrong choices, I assure you. Greene, very nice. I had just a wild guess, maybe Luke Skywalker inspired. Lucky guess. Nice variety here, no rest. Just how I like it. With our crystal selected, we'll move on to the hilt. This is the foundation of your lightsaber. Your center of control, and assuming we do everything right, it should probably keep your hands from disintegrating. Maybe. Now the pieces I've laid out in front of you is what we've gathered from across the galaxy, so you are free to pick them up, take a closer look, and get a feel for what you'll be working with. I know the pieces can be kind of confusing and surprisingly heavy, so I'll go through them with you one by one. So let's explore them, starting in the far left. That's your chassis, going with your kyber crystal. Columns 1 and 2, your sleeves. Column 3, the emitters. Column 4, your pommels. And finally, column 5, a matching set of activation plates. Now, I will be leading you step by step through the building process with both Sam and Dylan and Carlos to assist if necessary. With that said, are you ready to build your lightsabers?
Absolutely.
That's good enough. Let's go. We're going to start in the far left with our chassis and those kyber crystals, so go ahead and pick both of those up. We're going to insert those crystals into the center crystal chamber. So go ahead, crystals right in the center. Now on the roof of that chamber, there's a little spring pad. You're going to want to push against that to help make some room and wedge that crystal straight up and down inside. Additionally, there's a divot on the top and the bottom. Try to get the points of your crystals secured into those divots, because that's what locks it into place. Good. Once it's inside, it should glow its color and briefly hum for just a moment.
I didn't be sure.
Now, believe it or not, this is actually the hardest step. Normally, it's done through the Force, but we don't know how to do that, so we just use our fingers. A little hard. you want some help, let me know, but I think we're looking okay. If I just scoot it over a little bit, I think. Oh, no, you have it. Perfect. All right, so we're going to go all the way across to column 5 for our next step. You're going to pick one matching set of activation plates and then turn them over. Look on those inside corners. One will have a red square, the other a blue rectangle. Look back to your chassis. You need to find a similar red square and blue rectangle. It's like a puzzle. We'll be matching red square exactly on top of red square, blue rectangle exactly on top of blue rectangle. If you do it right, they should just snap into place, and once they're secured, go ahead. Activate your hilt. It doesn't actually activate, we have to stabilize it, but you should hear that initial misfire noise. Flip around for me, the top has a hollow opening. That misfire noise is super important to hear anytime you slide that switch up, so if you ever hear nothing, let me know, I'll take a closer look, but for now we're going to move on to our next step in columns 1 and 2. Columns 1 and 2 have 4 sleeves, and you can pick any 2 of these. Any 2. Mix and match to your heart's content. Again, doesn't matter which 2 you pick, but what does matter is the direction they go on. If you could just look up here real quick, you'll notice at the end of every single sleeve there's a raised prominent band. On our set it's going to be silver or gray, on yours copper. That raised band, that has to go on first and touch the center activation plates. So again, you can pick whichever 2 you want, as long as that raised band goes in the middle. And then to secure it into place, we're going to push and twist at the same time until it's nice and secure. So we'll keep picking one for the top, one for the bottom, and I know this is the hardest part. Decisions, difficult, but style matters.
Yes.
You're going to push and twist at the same time until it secures. Some might twist on immediately, some might take a little bit of twisting to get going. A couple of our parts will line up in certain ways, but most of them is just where they land. That's a bit of uniqueness to every build. For the 2 of us that are ready to move on, we're going to go to column 3. And don't worry, you don't need to feel attached to your pieces. We can still switch them at the very end. Our next step is in column 3. You're going to pick one of those 3 hitters and gently twist it to the top of your hilt, which is going to be the end with the hollow opening. Someone securing that? So we're going to push it towards the middle. Firmly twist until it secures. Do one more at the top. Alright, with your emitter secured, you're going to move on to column 4, but we still want a sleeve on the bottom, actually. One sleeve on the bottom. And your pommel from column 4 will go on that flat end. Now your pommel can cross thread rather easily, so if it's going on crooked, just take it off and try again. And you'll still want your emitter from column 3 and the other end when you're finished with your pommel.
Can I switch this one?
Yeah, you can switch
whatever pieces you want. Go ahead and place it right here so we know you're ready.
There we go.
But again, still feel free to swap out some pieces. We have a very nice variety of styles and crystal colors. Different styles, different colors. Nice.
How are you feeling about that design?
I like it.
One?
Yeah.
Take a look. Thank you.
The crystal is the hardest part, but this right here is the
Good.
hardest part.
Alright, this is your activation switch. Up to activate, down to deactivate. Jake will tell you when the time comes to activate your saber. Let me just do this long checklist of things to make sure everything's alright. Alright, you're all good. I'm gonna take that tray from you.
Okay.
Thank you.
The running theme.
Alright, is this the one?
It's still gets everything.
Alright, double check everything.
Let me know the bright side.
Alright.
All the way to the
Thing looks.
crush everything.
Sounds wizard. Activation switch is right here. When I say activate, you're gonna slide the switch up to activate in. That's all you need to worry about, alright? One final test to make sure everything's functioning right, and I think we're all good because I didn't lose any fingers, which is always nice. Excellent job. Alright, looking at 3 amazing hilts, but now it's time for the most important part. I need everyone to take a big step back away from the workstations. Dylan and Sam are coming around to place your hilts into our crystal stabilization chambers. Now, us gatherers, we're not actually force sensitive, and normally you need to be to stabilize a cracker crystal. But we found a way to do it through our very own technology. Some people call this cheating. I call those people jealous. It is a very delicate process, and your safety is very important to us. That's why Dylan passed out those safety goggles I need everyone to put on right now.
So funny thing about the safety goggles, they're missing.
What?
You don't have the lights going out, right?
Much skill have you shown. Chosen for yourself, you have. Now, joined, you will be. It is time.
Master Yoda, the Force must be immensely strong in the three of you for Master Yoda to appear. This really is your moment to forge that bond between you and your lightsabers. So in just a moment, I'll have the three of you take a step forward. Place your hands on your hilts and activate together as one. So go ahead, take that step forward. Place your hands on your hilts and activate. Raise your lightsabers. You have just built a lightsaber, like the Jedi and the Sith before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy, remember. It only takes a spark. Now raise them high and proud. Congratulations. Excellent job. Now please lower and deactivate your lightsabers. The bond between you is then forged.
Ah, complete your lightsaber is. Now, your destiny you seek, your own path. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Master Yoda. And thank you. The three of you are as unique and as extraordinary as those lightsabers you now hold in your hands. And in your hands you hold remarkable power. And remarkable power should not be dropped on the ground. So, to protect your new lightsabers, we're pleased to present a saber sheath to you as you depart. Now our time together, it's coming to an end. But your journeys are just beginning. It's time for each of you to go out there and make your marks on the galaxy, and who knows? Maybe one day we'll be telling one of your stories. Till the Spire!
Till the Spire!
Congratulations, right this way. Excellent job, everyone. Very nice. Remember,
Thank you.
Force you with you. Safe travels.
May the Force be with you. That was amazing and well worth the price of admission, considering the experience and the high quality exclusive lightsaber I now have in my collection.
So, yeah, I love it. And the weight.
In fact, I'd do it again for the experience and to build another of these lightsabers.
That's amazing.
Let me know which kit you would have built down in the comments section.
That's it for this episode of Jedi TV. I'm Jed. This is Jedi TV. And I'll see you in some other place, in some other time. And you can cut it.
I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode. If you did, well, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up by hitting that like button. Who knows? Maybe we can plan a meetup and a lightsaber build with a group of us one of these days. Let me know if you'd be interested in that.